Boop. Alright. We're getting ready here. Just give me a couple of seconds, guys, and we'll be all good to go. Submit my taxes, 112 times total. Let's go. And then let me post the YouTube link over in Discord. I need to see if I can get a bot that will do just YouTube streams. I used to have a bot that would do the YouTube videos, but I'd really like one that just does streams and then have one that does its own videos, but it's whatever. It's whatever. We're gonna be working on something a little different today. Hello, Snacks. Thanks for popping in. Congrats on grabbing first, and thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. What we are working on today is something that's been put off for about a year, and I am excited to finally start getting it going. This tree here, okay, I kid you not, it has been in the works for over a year. I started building it in September of 2023, so we're coming up on 1.5 years now, which is like not good. It's been put off for a while, so we're finally finishing it. Probably not today, but we're gonna work on it today, and then we're going to hopefully get a decent amount done. If we can get it done, then we'll plan where the next tree is going, because I've got plenty of them, and we'll start working on that one, which is gonna be great. And you know, that will hopefully help me kind of get this area done. If you guys haven't been able to sense the theme like for the last year or so has been get things done, because I have started so many projects and they're just constantly in my way. So we finished the Sculpt Cave last stream. We're going to be working over in here eventually. I just want to finish the trees on my own, and we'll kind of come through and add some details. But over here, while we're waiting to get all that done off stream, the trees, I'm going to do these big trees because they're easy to do on stream. You don't have to really think about it very much. There's a lot of blocks to place. It's easy. I went down the wrong side. Okay. Looney, thank you for submitting your taxes. I hope you're doing well. I'm not going to be here long. I have school later and it's midnight. No worries, Snacks. Definitely do what you got to do. Hopefully school goes well for you. Let's see. So I need to get together some of my material here. I also have a bunch of stuff that I really don't need on me, so I'm gonna go put that away. And I'm also gonna take the jacket off. I put it on because I thought I was gonna be cold, and I'm not cold. I'm actually like burning, so we're gonna take that off. Hopefully everybody's days and weekends have been good. I haven't been able to get up to much, especially today, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. I'll live, you know. Sometimes it just be that way. And then well, I guess I've gotten a little bit done, and I can't really show off what I've gotten done yet, but it will be soon. It'll be soon that you get to see some of that stuff. I've got a video coming out on Thursday. That will be like one of the first YouTube videos I've produced in a very long time that's not update related, so I'm excited about that. I've got another one that I gotta record tonight because I need to start building up a backlog, because you know, it's been talked about for a while, so I'm just gonna go and make the announcement, I guess. Job stuff. You know, I've been trying to get a job for a while. Things weren't working out. And then I planned a whole bunch of YouTube stuff because I was just going to go all in on YouTube at that point. And about the time I finished planning everything, I got an email telling me like, hey, we're interested in following up with you a little bit. So I've got to see if that's gonna go anywhere or not. But if I do get a job, that's gonna make things slow down just a little bit on the YouTube side of things. And so I need to get a backlog going before that happens in order for you guys to hopefully not notice my absence as much until I can get into a recording schedule again. Hello, Sloth. Welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, dude. How are you doing? My day weekend was good. How was yours? It was pretty good. My day and weekend have been good. Hello, Yoshios. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, my weekend was good. We got I got a decent amount done. Not a lot, but I got a little bit done. Just stuff that I'm not like able to show off yet. But I've been working on a couple of different videos all at the same time, which is confusing. The Q&A video is actually the Q&A video is actually recorded after my next video. Well, not next video, next, because next video is probably gonna be a snapshot. But it's weird. It's weird the timeline right now because I hit 750 subscribers suddenly. So 800 subscriber special coming soon. And if we do hit that one, like really soon, I may just skip 900 and we'll go for the big 1K for the next special. I don't know. I don't know if that's what we're doing. I still got to decide. It depends on how quickly things move. You know, I don't want every weekend to be special because that takes away the fact that it is special. But I did get a little bit done. I have worked more on the game. Omnia is coming along decently well. I added an enemy, which doesn't do anything. It just stands there, but it does damage you if you walk into its radius. It doesn't shoot at you or anything, but if you're touching it, it'll damage you, which is pretty cool. And I have also, hang on, I gotta think for a second. Where's my leaves? Those are birch. I need more oak. Where's all my oak leaves? I thought I had a bunch. Maybe I don't. Okay. How many shulkers do you have? These are all empty. And then I have a bunch of shulker shells here. 128. I have at least 256. But I definitely have more than that even. Because you can just see them all spread out all over the place here. I've got some back there. You can't see them because of render distance. Like I said, I have almost 256 just in that chest alone. You know, it's not too bad though. I don't have an addiction. It's just a couple of shulkers. Dang, that's crazy. There's quite a lot there. There is a lot. This is like why I like sorting machines. Sorting machines are really, really nice, and I should build one sometime, but I don't have the willpower. You should marry into a royal family, then you can wait to truly be KingRegNog. You know, that's an idea, Snacks. That is an idea. I don't know if there's any royal I don't keep up with the royal family, but I really should. If I did, I could just I'm sure I could find my way into the family, you know. I bet you I could find my way into the line of succession. It wouldn't be hard, right? Let's see. Do you play Fortnite? I do not personally, but I have no issue with other people playing. I just don't play myself. I used to play back on season 7, chapter 1, I think was what it was. And yeah, outside of that, I played a little bit after that. I played up until chapter 2. And then I quit at some point in chapter 2. I don't know when, but I did. Okay, so Queen is dead, King has cancer, and maybe a few more years. So he's keeping the throne warm for the next online. That sums up the royal family. Okay, I gotcha. So I just gotta marry into the next person in line. I'm set. I'm set. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna sleep now. Good night. Have fun. All right. Thank you very much, Snacks. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you get plenty of rest, and I hope you have a good day at school tomorrow. Hello, Real Toppin. Welcome on in. And Yoshio's. I started in chapter 2. Nice, nice. Chapter 2 wasn't bad. I just became really, really busy. And so I fell out of the habit of playing. And then there were a couple of seasons that I just really didn't like. And so I quit. And then anytime I thought about getting back into it, my friends were all quitting. So it just never lined up. I didn't have anyone to play with really. Now it's at the point where it's like I get bored of those kind of games. Like I used to play Valorant, which is probably not a good game. Like it was fun for a while, and I did enjoy it, but I can't do games where it's constantly the same thing over and over and over again. Like, most competitive games, I get tired of really quickly. Nothing wrong with them. It's just not my cup of tea, sadly. No matter how hard I try. I would really like them to be my kind of game, but even games like on Hypixel or MCC Island, I only have 13. Well, that's not gonna get me up that high. Okay, let's just take some stone and we'll scaffold up the old-fashioned way. But mini game servers on Minecraft, I get tired of relatively quickly too. I did play MCC Island for a while. Consistently once a week. That was fun. I do sort of miss that because it was a good time for us to play something with viewers. And maybe I'll go back to it at some point. It's just I'm so busy now, which is an excuse. That is an excuse. It doesn't necessarily mean it's oh, what was the word I was gonna say? You know, I forgot it. It's okay though. Did you go to the end yet? Yes, I have been to the end on this world. It's actually a server that I own, and everybody's welcome to join it. But yeah, I've been to the end here. We've done just about everything. It's just building now, and that's honestly what I really enjoy about Minecraft anyway. So it works out. Can I reach that? I could. I'm kind of surprised I was able to reach that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Go ahead and cut down all of that. That's not a real zombie, just so everybody knows. I'm using a schematic. So he's gone, and you can actually see how much of the tree I've done so far. It's been sitting like this for probably about a year now, but it's been in the progress for over a year, and I've just not done anything. I've been busy over there, which has been fun. It's just I've been neglecting other projects. Wow, yeah. I've been playing. This world in specific is over 2 years old, just over. It's 2 years and 4 months, I guess, would probably be about right. So it's almost 2.5, which is insane. But I'm here for it. I love it. And like we've talked about it before, we're gonna be doing a season reset at some point, but that's all dependent on when this base gets done since I'm the only one left. Next season will probably end up being a player decided vote on when we restart, if I had to guess, but I can't promise anything. Hello Raiders, welcome on in. Swiftu. Let me get you some shout outs here, dude. You were playing some power washing sim. I was over there lurking for a little bit. You guys already be sure to... Oh, do not raid. Do not raid Swiftu. That's not what I meant to do. Wrong command. Would have been really funny. You guys haven't already, be sure to follow Swiftu. They were last seen playing some power wash sim. Great streamer. Really cool dude. I'm a big supporter of the community in general. And actually is partially the reason we have the server still. Swiftu paid for us to transfer the server over to our other host for a couple of months, which was really, really helpful. Big thank you to him. It's been a while since then. It's probably been almost, not a year yet, but it's been definitely half a year. Which was like amazing. That was really good. And honestly, the server hasn't had that many issues since then. Like, it has issues with Bedrock players, but we're gonna always have issues with Bedrock, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you again for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. Hello, Coral. Welcome on in. Yep, very fun time. I'm glad to hear it. Paid entirely for it. You did. King, your time is bad. Is 10 days. That would have been a year ago. No, it was after summer, right? I thought it was after summer because... Wait. Or no, it wasn't after summer. It had to have been during summer because I was gone. I was gone in June. Because when I left in June, it was... I selected the message. Wait, huh? Wait, I'm sorry, what? I'm... Is your refrigerator running? Not usually, but sometimes it does. DMs. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Holy crap! What? No, nah, no, no, no. Okay. Okay, you know... Okay, so we did... I know what happened. Okay, so you donated all of it. And then we had to wait a couple of months to do the actual server upgrade. Because I was busy those months. I forgot. I for some reason I had it in my mind. We got all the money in, and then I did it. But no, you did though. You're correct. You're right. I'm still like, wow. But I remember it took me a little bit to actually get the server over here because I was busy. I was in like California for a little bit. I was side questing. But man, how's it been a year? No, that's so weird. That's so weird. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, Coral. I just got a kill in Fortnite. Let's go W, dude. Good job. Good job. Well, I guess speaking of a year ago, it's been like a year since we've worked on this. I went back and looked. It's been a year and a half since we started it. I don't know how long it took for us to get up to these points. But, you know, this project has been over a year in the making. And so I was like, well, this is the next step. We got to start finishing over here. So that's what I'm doing today, is working on the trees. Also, Swift, if you need to head out and get something done, feel free to do so. You know, I know post-stream kind of deal. But please feel free to raid and run if you need to. And thank you again for the raid. We're going to keep working on this, though. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, Admiral. 3 kills now. W. In your defense. Oh, boy. The server wasn't fully paid off until June 7th. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that, then. That's the reason I was confused. It's the only reason. Okay. This is all gonna be a little whack, but it's okay. Gotta move it up to me. Okay. This is gonna be very weird. I remember why I didn't like this. I remember why I hated doing this build, actually. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. Okay. Are you near spawn or very far? I'm near spawn. Like true spawn. 0, 0. But for most people, I'm actually pretty far away now because unless you do / spawn, you're really not near me. Also, okay, that's an interesting problem. Huh. Okay, new bug, / warps. Warps was working earlier today. What broke? What broke? Hang on. Okay. Give me a second. It was working last stream. It was, I promise you. I might be able to fix this. We'll see. Warp system. Okay. You haven't updated in a little bit. That's a problem. Okay. Let me go down here and just quickly see if this guy has any tech support on this right now. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do is go over here and I think I've already downloaded that. That's somewhat new though. Okay, we'll download it and try. I'm gonna try to fix this. Thank you for lurk. I appreciate it, Panda. Thank you very much. Good luck with the driving permit class. Hope it goes well. Tomorrow's the anniversary of you and SpongeBob singing "Shallow." Oh my gosh, that feels weird. That feels really, really, really weird. Okay, I'm gonna take the server offline for just a second, but it'll be back up in a minute. Stop. It is not letting me stop. Okay, that's fine. I could stop it from the server, but it won't stop. So I'm just gonna have to do that. Okay. Desktop. Plugins. Hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And let's see. We're in the plugins folder. Okay, so warp system. Delete the old hotfix file. Keep the new one. And we're gonna / restart. Oh, do not, no. Cancel recording. Yep. Okay. / restart. There we go. Give the server a second. That might fix the server. I don't know. We'll find out. There's no guarantee this works, but we do need warp system in order for the server to work. I don't know what broke it, so I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, we were talking about something. I've been getting a lot of work done though, or trying to anyway. It's been hit or miss. I get very stressed very quickly these days, unfortunately. So I've been just trying to get a little bit of work done here and there, and that helps a little bit. So I'm working on a new video tonight, if all goes to plan. Which I'm not like super hyped about this one. I was really hyped about the last video I recorded, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, hopefully on Thursday, if all goes to plan. This should be working now. Okay. I do / warps. Okay. / spawn. Okay. / back. Just to make sure that's still working. Okay, and we're actually going to try one of the warps now, so we'll go to Bonsai Grove. Okay. Server's working again. Hello, welcome on in. What was I saying? I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. Mind is moving it at like 200 words a second, but mouth can only go so fast. I'm going back to the store now, and then I'll be home. Alright, sounds good. Have fun at the store if you can. Hopefully, hopefully you don't do too many impulse buys. I have a hard time going into a store sometimes. Like, there's so many things, it's like, I kind of want that. But the only thing stopping me is usually, I know I don't have money. Oh, right, videos. Sorry. My brain's all over the place. We were talking about videos. So my next big video, I think, will probably be pretty nice. I don't know. You guys want to know what it is? I've been keeping it tight-lipped, but I could just tell you what it is. Like, it's not that big of a secret. It's not like it's the new series or anything. Although that is in the works. But it's a decent video. I think it turned out pretty well. And I think it'll help some people, and it'll hopefully inspire... I want it to inspire everybody if it can. but whether it does or not is up to the person itself, the person that's watching it. I'm going to the beach with my friends tomorrow, so we'll see each other's houses for the next week. I'm so happy. That's awesome, dude. Seeing friends is awesome. It's been a while since I've been able to go out and say hello to some friends, but I want to. It's always good to go see people, though. And also, going to the beach, that's fun. I don't know when the last time I've been to the beach was. It's been a while. I'm not really all that close to a beach anymore. And I've gotten so old. I've gotten so old, and so it's hard for me to enjoy the beach like I used to. I guess probably when I was in California, I went to a beach. That was probably the last time that I think about it. When I saved all those kids from drowning. That was a good time. I'm going to Busch Gardens on May 15th. Yo, I know where that is. That's awesome, dude. I hope you enjoy yourself. That's in 10 days. Nice. 100% real, 6'4", by the way. Yep, I'm 6'4". I can confirm. I did save them, though. Like, ask anybody. They will tell you I saved those kids from drowning. Ads on. No, they show up at the worst time. I need to set up the bot to post the YouTube link in Twitch chat so that you guys get a heads up before the ads show up again. I gotta fix that because it broke in one of the recent updates. I should probably add that to my to-do list so I actually get it done. Otherwise, I'll forget. So that'll go right here, right above Omnia Discord, which was like set up 3 days ago, I'm pretty sure. Today. Streamer bot. Ad thingy. There we go. Okay, that should fix it. You guys will now get a little heads up on that before... Well, you will when I'm done fixing it. Hopefully. I mean, I'm saying that like anyone who's in ads right now can hear me, but you guys can't. So I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just talking to me, YouTube, and the subs, I guess. Okay. I need a shulker box. And I need a bunch of bone meal. And I need a bunch of the oak saplings. And then we're going to go ham on some trees, and we're gonna make this tree happen. It's gonna be great. Okay. Just really quick. Gotta come over here, pick up you. I just gotta double check. Are there any... I got bone meal on me. Okay, that's good. Where would I have a mass quantity of oak saplings? I'm gonna check my tree farm. I haven't used it in forever. I guess I could technically run it for a little bit today. Which would get me all the wood I need, but I really don't need much wood. It's more about the leaves that I'm doing this for. Boop. Okay, there's 64. We'll take all of these. That should be enough for now. Okay. Should be easy enough. What's this? Why is there a portal here? I feel like we've seen it before, but I need to know. Okay. It just exists. Okay. Let's go back and I'll destroy it on the other side. Because I have no need for this. Who put it here? Somebody put it on the other side. Interesting. Okay. That's really interesting, actually, because they had to be trying to get over to where I'm at. I don't know. That's weird, though. It's very, very weird. Well. And just like that. Done. Okay. Now I gotta run all the way back over here. Me going to find you? You can do that if you want. I'm not... In Minecraft, of course. Of course, yes. I won't stop you from trying to get over here. There's just not a lot to do over here is the other thing. I know next season I'm going to try to adjust some things so that you guys can actually do some building with me. I just got to decide what that looks like because there's a lot of things about next season that I'm not sure how it's going to go. But I'm ready for it. I think it's going to be a good time. Okay, that should be enough. At least for now. I could do them lined up, but that's more optimized for wood, I feel like. And I need leaves, so... I don't know. Okay. There we go. Now all I gotta do is do this. Oh, move down. Okay, that's fine. And then I need to go through row by row, doing this, and we should be set. Oh, screw the big tree, dude. What the heck? Okay, that's fine. You know, we'll ignore the big tree for now. We're here for leaves. And I'll pick up the leaves from the big tree, maybe. Possible. I'll consider it. But I'm going to fly up there if I'm going to do it. So, in the meantime, we're just going to focus on breaking down some leaves here. And we'll go back up and place them. Seems like I keep not picking them up, apparently. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm ready for Twitch SMP Wave 2 to happen. There's gonna be so many cool things about that. I can't wait. But there's a lot of excitement there, especially just from like just the general player base. Like we're all excited because we get new people on the server, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come out of it. All I know is it's gonna be a good time, and that's all I could ask for out of a server, you know. So I'm really excited about that. But hey, Cam, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you. Not too bad here. We're just playing more Minecraft as always. building big things. It's good to see you, though. Cam, man, that's... It's been a while since I've seen your name. Going great, bro, and I see it's been a while. It's been a little bit, but it's good to see you, dude. Can I pick it up? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just still doing the Minecraft grind thing, and man, life has been crazy. But, you know, not a bad thing. Yeah, I've just been building mountain ranges and trees and volcanoes and whatever, you know, and it's been a pretty solid time. Hey, man, wow. Really, hopefully life is treating well. Yeah, I'd say it's all pretty good stuff. You know, it's a mixed bag. You get good things, you get bad things. You can't, you don't always get to choose the cards that you're dealt, but you can choose how you play with them. So, even a bad thing can be a good thing if you look at it the right way. Sometimes. Let's see, we're just gonna quickly burn through these leaves really quick. I realized how many were up here, and I need all of them, so do that. Also, I can actually check the material list. So we need... Why are we missing that many? We've placed... Huh. I don't... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm confused, but it's okay. I started a Minecraft server myself. I have a few mods. It's hard once you start adding mods to stop. Like, you pick out one and you're like, but it really pairs well with this mod. And then it's like, but if you get this mod, you should also have this one. Even just on this client that I'm playing right now, it's all vanilla. Except for, like, graphic enhancements and such. And some very small quality of life things like apple skin for my health bar there. But I think I've got 40-something mods. Which is insane. It's mind-blowing to me. Only 114. That's... That's not too bad. That's not too bad. 114. Man. I have met some people who have had more. 114 though, I mean, I guess like if you're doing yeah, there's a couple of like mod packs that I could see that really probably adding up to. Man. I haven't played modded in a while. I got invited to a modded server recently, and I've been meaning to go check things out just because I want to see what you can do with some of those mods, but I've not played in a long time. Trying to learn the create mod. It's a whole lot of learning. Oh, absolutely. I have not touched it myself, but I know some people who have, and there's a lot there, but it's really cool. I mean, you can do some really fun things with it, like making windmills that actually, like, turn. Like, that's insane, seeing stuff like that, but it looks so good. Trains and, that kind of stuff are really cool, too. Oh, but since I got that mod, I definitely need this one too. Yep, it's a never-ending trail, Coral. Oh yes, Valkyrian Skies. I have seen that one, and I did play on a server with it. But I didn't last very long on that server. I fizzled out pretty quickly. I'm usually really good about it. Like, if I tell somebody I'm going to play on their server, I play. But it was mod overload for me, and I hadn't played with, like, any of those before, so I quit kind of quickly. Sadly. Bro, my flight landed at such weird times last night. Oof. What? You went on a trip? Did you wait, you told me you were leaving on a trip, right? You said you had it was for sports, right? For some reason I want to say you had like a sports ball trip or something. I don't remember. I feel like we talked about it, but now am I getting you confused with somebody else now? Oh no. I don't know. It got delayed. It was supposed to land at a better time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I used to fly a decent amount, and I still fly a pretty good amount. I take a couple of flights a year. Every time I go, I'm getting delays. Non-stop delays. This last time I flew, I was with United Airlines, and several of my aircraft were delayed due to maintenance issues, which I'm glad they caught that there were issues, but it was a little frustrating. And then one of my planes had to be like swapped out because it was in that bad of a condition. So I feel ya. It's worth it in the long run to fly, but it sucks. It really does suck. I also tried using this mod / program you're using right now to build this one build. It was too complicated for me. It's very complicated, and I like the mod, but I only use like the really simple stuff. Like I press M and I actually use the menus to move everything instead, because I cannot for the life of me remember the key combos. There's so many hotkeys, and I'm like, I can't remember. My brain isn't that good. I'm not as sharp as I once was. It was for sports. I landed at 3:45. Dude. Well, I take it you're probably gonna be tired tonight, right? I could definitely imagine that. I'll do that. Boop. Okay. I think we'll move up a layer, and then I'll come back through with some scaffolding or stone. I don't really like scaffolding. We'll probably use stone, and we'll attach the leaves to the next layer, because that's just a lot of leaves. And I don't really want to try to mess with the gaps and stuff. There's a lot there. There's a 9-hour flight? Dang. That's, trying to think. That's probably about across the country. US-wise, it's... Yeah, I think it's about 9 hours to fly from one side to the other. It's a little longer than that, I want to say, especially if you have a layover. I mean, layovers will make you take a long time. That's insane, though. Well, did you have a good time? Man, 9 hours. I don't envy you there. My last flight was, it was 7 hours, I think, but that was due to a layover. Although that layover was only supposed to be a couple of minutes. I was only supposed to be there for like 45 minutes. I ended up being there a lot longer, so I guess like including layover, it was probably about 9 hours, but that's okay. The tournament was fun. That's good. Did you do well? I don't know if you're allowed to say. I don't know if you mentioned like what tournament or anything like that. Obviously, don't dox yourself, but hopefully you had a good time. I really wish I enjoyed sports. Like, I don't mind playing them with some friends on occasion. Like, I am all for that. But I just could not get into them when I was a kid, playing them somewhat consistently. It was not my thing. I mean, I was homeschooled, so we didn't have like an option of being in a actual competitive space there, but I'd play with some other kids in the neighborhood sometimes. But I really, the only game I was good at was soccer. And I made for a really good goalie, and that was just due to my patience. I was really, really, really patient. So I could keep focus while waiting on the ball to make its way back towards me, and I was always ready. Where most kids my age at that time period were not able to stay engaged with the game if the ball wasn't really in front of them. So I enjoyed soccer as a kid, but I didn't play it very long. I probably played it, like, I can remember a couple of times. Just a few. Yeah, we won like 75% of the games, I think. That's really good. GG's, Coral. That's awesome. That's great. Wow. I guess it was more trivia. I was good at, like, trivia. Mental games. It was a sport, though, to a certain degree. I think some schools have it as well. But they'd have these buzzers, and in order to set them off, you'd have to get up off of a seat, and I was really good at that. And I'm still good at that. I coach people to do it now. And I'm actually going to coach for a tournament soon. Couple of days. I guess this is a good time to say, guys, I won't be streaming Thursday or Friday this week. Yeah, that's probably important information. But yeah, I'm gonna be away coaching for a little bit, which is gonna be fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time. But does mean I'm gonna miss stream, so. Hey, bro, I gotta head out. I'll catch your stream next time. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Good luck with your stream. Thank you very much, Cam. It was good seeing you, dude. I hope you have a good night. And I will see you again in the hopefully near future. Boop. Wait, what? How will I live? I know. How will you ever live? It's gonna be terrible. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I just realized I won't be home when my next video, my new video comes out. And I usually like being home when those things come out, because if something goes wrong, I'm able to fix it easily. But I will make do. I will make do the best I can. Okay. There. I can sort of see some of the leaves underneath the holographic leaves, but it's very hard to see them. I took this schematic through World Edit and did //hollow. So it's a little less leaves than what it used to be. Same thing with the wood, which is exactly what I wanted. However, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt, the amount of holes we have here. It used to be very flat, and so you could just crank out a bunch of leaves and it would be fine. Hello, Ash. Ash on Twitch, welcome
Hello
on
there.
in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for following, and thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. We're just working on my viewer joinable server if you'd like to join, and this goes out to anybody, both YouTube and Twitch. You guys are more than welcome to join. If you do !IP in the chat, it will give you every single detail you could possibly want, like the port and IP. If you need the port. If you're on Java, you don't. But if you're on Bedrock, you will. You'll probably want the port. I always forget to mention that to people until it's like much too late, but I remembered this time. Yeah, we're working on my tree here, so it's coming along decently well, I'd say. I think it'll look really good once we're all said and done, so just gotta keep going and keep hoping I'm gonna finish it today. If we could do one tree today, if we could do like half a tree every stream, we would actually get done with this area. Not quickly, but relatively quickly. Because I'll do this tree, and then after this tree, I'm thinking we may do a second tree, and then after that tree, what we're going to do is we're going to spend some time working on the paths, and then we'll work on another tree, and just kind of break up our tasks, because I don't want to spend so much time on one thing that I end up getting bored because it's repetitive. That's like one of my biggest concerns right now with the way I've been handling the builds lately. It's just been like, it's a lot. I do a lot of the same thing until something's done, and it gets a little tiring sometimes. I'm going to do a little cheap move there. Boop. Okay. I think that's all I can do over here for now, so we're just gonna go up one. I have no clue how this is going to look once it's all done. Like, I mean, I have a little clue. I mean, it's gonna look something roughly like this, but with a little less blue in the leaves. But, you know, that's a given. Okay, put it there. Oh, I just realized I've got a lot coming up. I need to change that over. It says 1.21.4, but we actually run the server on 1.21.5 now. So I'll update that when I go to fix the ad timer. That way it's all working at the same time. My lips are kind of dry. I don't know why. But they are. Just gonna do that. Okay. I've been drinking a lot of water the last couple of days, and it's just, I don't know if it's the atmosphere I live in is just hostile towards lips or what, but I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. What is that? I'm gonna go get some more water here in a couple minutes. I'm actually almost out. Maybe after we finish this layer, it'll be a good time. I don't know. But I do know I need more. Let's see. I just gotta find where it connects up to other leaves. That's the hard part. There we go. Boop. Can't put it there. I joined A. Welcome to the server. I mean, I might be a little biased at saying this, but I think it's a good server. It gets a little quiet sometimes, but, you know, I think a lot of servers do anyway, so it's okay. Let's go around this way. And let's come up here. Oh. I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I still fell through. Let's try that again. There we go. Boop. Okay. There we go. I'll put one there. I don't know if I can. There's one there. Okay, there we go. That's all for that. And then that doesn't touch over there yet. Okay. I think that layer is done. Just for now. We'll add more. We'll add all the extra leaves later. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some water really quick. I am dying of thirst over here. So I will be back in just a short bit. Let me just encase myself. Okay. And I'll give you guys a good look at the tree so far. Alright, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Give me about 3 and I should be back. Gotta get some water. Oh boy, guys, it is hot. I did not know it was hot in here until I stepped outside of my room. And then I realized it's hot in here. Give me a second. I'm gonna check. Just gonna see what we're looking at here. All right, what we got? Hey Siri, what is 28 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
The answer is 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
82. It's 82 in here. Yay! 82 degrees. Who doesn't love that? I'm gonna throw that off to the side. Okay. We're gonna power through the heat a little bit here, because I can't do anything about it. It's not dark enough yet. Mosquitoes won't be popping in, so I'm just gonna open up the window for a little here. That might help. Just a little. Just a smidge. Hello, Zen. I love finding Christian streamers. I'm a Christian. I find it hard to find other Christians. Yeah, we're all over the place, man. It's not always easy to find them. On Twitch, it's easy with the tags, but not everybody uses the tags. It's it gets tough finding everybody. But yeah, it's always nice knowing that you're not alone out there. That's for sure. Let's see if I can find a nut spot to build here. It's all thinning down because I hollowed it. I don't know if that was a smart idea to do the hollowing on the leaves. I probably should have done it as a mask and then only applied it to the oak wood. But that's okay. That is okay. Okay, we're gonna do that. I would use my silk touch hoe on the leaves if it weren't for the fact that it would obliterate everything underneath the leaves too. It's the only disadvantage of having like efficiency 5 is you start utilizing it and it absolutely just rips and tears through everything. Great tool, but it is a little overpowered at times. What's up? Let's see. Hello, Nepter's Apprentice. Welcome on in. I could put one there. Is there anywhere I could put it there? No. Okay. Oof. Rest in peace, Ash. I died. You know, it's okay. It happens. It happens. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty okay. Just working on some tree stuff. Been really busy today. I guess I didn't tell you guys this. I've been running all over my region, I guess. So I've been, you know, to the next town over and then some. And it's been a very busy day. But I had some appointments I had to make. I had to go to the chiropractor. I had to take my brother to a couple of places, and I got a little lost because of my GPS picking some of the worst places to go. You know, when I say Chick-fil-A, I want the closest Chick-fil-A, not the one across town. Thank you, GPS. Hey, Ryan Ralph, welcome on in. Back on the Twitch side. Let's see. Come to spawn a nursing and single player in my life. Oh, okay. Hang on. Boop. Hello. Hello. Have some potatoes. Oh, we've got jump boost out here. I have just been scared or scarred. What happened? What happened? So lonely on the bonsai area. I can hop over there here in a second. I actually just recently finished Bonsai Grove. Probably you're the first player that I've seen. Well, it's an honor. The honor is mine. Screenshot? Yeah. Where were we looking? I can also take off the armor if it helps. Short story time? Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think it's not the first screenshot I've done, but I've only had it for like the ending of the season usually when people are asking for screenies and such. Your builds look 10 times better than mine. A lot of practice. I'm still not happy with them usually. That house up there, you know, this thing, first thing I built on the server. And it's probably a day one build anyway, but you know, it's not like anything crazy, but I learned a lot even since then. I mean, we go just over this mountain here, you'll see where I'm actually building a lot of things. And you can kind of see some of the progression. I'm not good at building houses, but I can build just about anything other than a house. Cliffs. I can build cliffs. These trees aren't mine. I just pulled a schematic from the internet because I didn't have time to learn how to build trees. But I built this temple thing. Pretty cool. Down here, you can see I just finished this. This is my sculpt cave. I think it turned out pretty okay. I don't know if I can actually make it out of here flying, but I'm gonna try. Here's some houses that I have built. You can see they don't look great. They're very plain. And I just need to add some details to them. But I'm going to actually try to cover them up. Because I'm going for realism with this place here. And so realistically, because it's going to be high up in altitude and the it's going to be cold, I'm going to try to put as few windows in them as possible. So I'm going to cover them up with trees and make those look good. I built those. Those kind of look okay. I need to finish them. Towers. I love terraforming. That's like my bread and butter. And then I think the only other houses that I've built have been over here. Oh, I guess over there too. Those turned out okay. But these here, these are could be better. They're not like beautiful. They're not ugly though, you know? That one still needs finished. But over here, I think this is probably one of my better builds, just in general, is this. And it's purely because it's actually, like, finished. I say it's finished. I still have frog lights all over the place. But I've got, you know, a decent amount of stuff here. There used to be skeleton horses. I don't know if people stole them or if they got glitched or whatever, but they don't exist anymore, so. Wait, found one. It's okay. Also, ads are gonna be starting on Twitch side. If you guys want to hop over to the YouTube, you can do !YT. It will save you guys from the ads. Ryan Ralph, you said something. I want to read that before the ads. So I was around my friend's house and his girlfriend was there as well. I went to the shops to get some like sweets and stuff. I get back, I open the door, and I saw them. Oh, interesting. You know, it could have been worse. 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 Definitely. I found one. Oh, one of the skeleton horses. You know, we have a lot of them on the server. Now I think about it. Like, we just had a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of horses get struck. Bro, what do you mean it could have been worse? It could have been worse. It can always be worse. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, I don't care to recount the amount of things I've seen. It's unfortunate. My poor eyes. It's burned in there, you know. Also, let me hop over to Bonsai. / warps. Oops. Bonsai. Yeah, I helped over here. These houses weren't mine, and that temple wasn't mine, but I did the pond. I did the pathway. I did the lighting. And I put in these houses, but they're just copy-pasted from over there. I copy-pasted this from over there. And I built this. This platform here. And I think this turned out okay. It really does tie in the whole area, I think. Hello. Have some potatoes. Yeah, another story. This happened like 4 years ago. Oh no. I'm a little scared, but I feel like we gotta know, you know? I gotta try to clutch it. Okay, that was really cool. I don't know if I would try it, but that was really cool. I don't know if you have perms to actually get on it. I guess I also built a cliff over here as well. It doesn't look nearly as cool, but it is a cliff. You made it. Let's go. I don't know if I have a bucket or not. I was gonna get you a water bucket, but I don't have one. I have... You wanna see something cool? I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna, boop. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Wait, how did you die in the water? Wait. It's okay. /TPA here. Your Ash? Yeah. Boop. If you do /TP, yes, it should allow you over here. Although, if you're back in the onboarding area, you'll have to do /Bonsai Grove first, or /Bonsai, whatever it was. Little sheep. I say little. It's not that small. Your potatoes are over here if you want them. They're just, a little deep, is all. in that grave. Do you know anyone that is free right now and can join my server? Not off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody would be willing to join at some point. Just gotta find the right person to ask. I need to go to sleep. Is there a bed in here? No, there's not. Let me go home. How do I join? If you do !IP in the chat, it'll give you all the information you need. It's both a Bedrock and Java compatible server. Gosh. That's awful. That's awful. Ryan, wow. That's a beautiful name. We've had a lot of good names today, you know? A lot of good names. I've gone through 93 streams. Dang. Are you a part of any Discord servers? Sometimes you can put something in the Discord servers and ask people there. If it's got a self-promo section especially, I would ask in there. Just to make sure you're not breaking any rules when you ask. But that would be what I would probably do. Oh. A lot of streamers don't join servers. Mostly due to privacy reasons. Oh. Okay. Sometimes our server does that. Give it just a couple of seconds, it'll be back up. Boop. And we're back. But yeah, a lot of streamers won't usually join other servers just due to the fact that they're trying to protect privacy. A lot of people that are asking to have you join their server are wanting your IP, which gives a general location, and it's really easy to DDoS somebody's IP and then cause all sorts of issues. I'll be back in a bit. All right, sounds good, Ryan. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it, and we'll see you when you come back. Let's see. I finally recorded my Minecraft movie video. I just need to record some background footage now. Oh, dude, let's go. I want to record a video about Minecraft movie, but I don't know what I want it to be about yet. I really do want to, though. So I don't know. I gotta think about it, but I just sat down and did a review on it. That's a good idea. I would have done that had I watched it earlier, back when people were wondering if it was still going to be good or not. But I didn't watch the movie until after I had already heard that everybody that went and watched it initially was like, yeah, it's a good movie. I was like, well, at that point, it was too late. I was going to watch it regardless of it being a good movie or not. I just had plans in place for me to go watch it, so. You should make a market. We have a market over by Spawn, but it would be a good idea to have a market over in my area just to kind of give it some more like a little more life, because like something like this over in my area would actually look really good. I'll have to see if I can find a place to shove a market. We were gonna do like a really big market at one point, but I never actually decided where that was gonna go, and I don't know if I have the space to make one. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to do one though. I just sat down and did a review of it, talked about my experience and how the movie was. That's good. That's honestly probably some of the better movie reviews I've ever seen, are the movie reviews where it's just like, this is what I saw, this is what I liked about it, this is what I didn't like, and this is my crowd, you know? It's a solid choice. Solid choice. I don't know if I'll do a review or not. I'm not against them. I just, like I said, I feel like I probably missed the marker for when I probably should have done it personally. I think it's a good thing to make one still for you, Swift. I think it's perfectly acceptable to do it whenever you want. But I do want to do something Minecraft movie related, I think. I'm considering doing a second movie script draft idea, but I think I'll do a stream of that and then turn that into a video. I think that would be my better bet. Or what I do is I write down your guys' ideas for it, and then I call the video my Twitch chat writes a Minecraft movie too. That's an idea. That's an idea right there. Let's see, we have straight up done just like an hour and a half of introductions for my online driving class thing. That's insane. That's a waste of time. I'm sorry, like, don't get me wrong. It's a good thing to do, introductions to a certain degree. But you don't need to... These are people that you either already know or that you will probably never meet ever again. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not necessary unless, like, there's group projects assigned for your class. I don't know. I've never done an online driving class. They're good to have, though. Driving classes are really nice. Still going, by the way. I just had to drop that. That's insane. I'm sorry, dude. Hopefully they wrap that up soon, because that's just eating up into your learning time, which is probably the more exciting part. I'm assuming you're excited to learn to drive. Some people are, some people aren't. I know some people who were terrified of driving and did not get their license for the longest time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think at a certain point you do gotta step out and face your fears, especially with driving. In the United States, there's no way you can get around driving unless you just plan to live in a city and not do anything outside of that city. In which case, I think you're able to probably live just fine, but it's really a good thing to learn how to drive. I drove a lot today. I got a little lost while I was driving. My GPS messed me up, okay? I am sticking to that. It was the GPS's fault, not mine. It took me to the wrong Chick-fil-A, and I did not know where I was going from there. My phone was so close to death, too. I was gonna be in trouble now I think about it. I would have been able to find my way home. I know how to follow street signs enough that I probably could have made it home. But I was like... At one point in time, I was about an hour away from home. It was a good time though. I enjoyed myself. I just wish I had the ability to hook up my car with some Spotify, man. I would have been pumping some Linkin Park into that thing. I was just playing it off of my phone speaker, and it was this pitiful little sound because, for whatever reason, my phone, it will, if the GPS is going, it does audio ducking, which is great because you don't want your song playing full blast while Siri is trying to give you instructions, so it quiets down the music. However, it forgets to turn it up sometimes, I think. I don't know how, but it does. And so it causes issues because I suddenly can't hear my music after like 3 or 4 instructions from my GPS, so I'm lost. I am alert since we're actually talking about stuff now. Alright, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you, Panda. And good luck with your class. I hope it goes well. Okay. It's really hot. I'm gonna have to close the window before long because for whatever reason the insects can still get through my my screen. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay, guys, hear me out. So I can keep my window open when I'm streaming. I should buy one of those bug zappers, like the ones with the lights that you hang up and then like the bugs fly into them and die. I should buy one of those for stream, and then just in the background, anytime a bug comes through the window, you'll be able to see the zap. I think this is a great idea. How much do those cost? I'm willing to buy one. I would buy one with my first paycheck. Bug zapper traps from Home Depot. How much do they cost? $40 for a half acre? 2,000 volt? Oh my gosh. It comes with a lure? You're intentionally baiting... Okay, these are for like your yard, so that your yard is mosquito free. But imagine putting one of these out just for the pure purpose of attracting them to your room to kill them. It kills mosquitoes, flies, yellow jackets, wasps, and more. I don't need anything that crazy. Let me find something a little smaller. We have, we get really bad stink bugs where I live. Due to just being in the geographic location, I guess. So that would be really nice for those two, I think. Although I don't know if it would kill them or not. I'd be worried that it would explode them. Let me look it up. Do bug zappers kill stink bugs? Bug zappers are generally not an effective method for controlling stink bugs. Okay. They're not known to be strongly attracted to UV lights. Interesting. Okay. What would happen if if a stink bug got zapped? I want to know, do they explode stink bugs? Because I'd imagine it would. They will electrocute and kill them, but zappers using the UV light to attract insects. When they fly into the device, they're electrocuted, which results in the demise. It doesn't cause a physical explosion. I just wanted to know. I'm a little morbid, and I needed to know how strong of a shock is it. This is a ChatGPT question. That's the real thing here. Okay. How much of an electric shock does a stink bug need in order to explode? Not that I want to explode them. I'm just curious, is all. Okay. So there's no publicly available scientific data on the exact voltage or current needed to make a stink bug explode. Because it's not something typically studied in entomology or electrical engineering. I would hope so. However, here's what we can infer. Bug zappers operate at a voltage between 2000 to 4000 volts with very low current, milliamps or less. That's enough to kill small insects quickly, often with a flash and a pop sound. For larger insects like stink bugs, who are about 12 to 17 millimeters long with a tough exoskeleton, you'd likely need higher energy discharge than for a small fly or mosquito. That's true. Explosion implies not just death, but rapid internal pressure buildup, likely from steam, gas, or internal chemical reactions caused by heating. So to kill a stink bug, you need approximately 2000 to 4000 at low current. It's likely sufficient, but to cause it to explode, you need a high energy arc that superheats internal fluids. And you'd probably need to design a trap that traps heat or pressure, like a sealed bug zapper cage. Bro's getting ready to blow up a stink bug. I might have to do this. Stink bugs release a foul-smelling chemical as a defense. An explosion might aerosolize this. So attempting this would create a stinky mess and potentially hazardous fumes in a small space. Would you like an explanation of what physically happens to an insect when exposed to that kind of shock? Why is it telling me this? It's telling me how to make like a stink bomb, which is amazing. I don't want to know, I already know. But, you know, I guess I know extra now. So the answer is I need to spend about $30 and get myself a bug zapper. I might have to. I'm considering it. I am considering it. I don't know. I've been told that they're not as effective as they used to be, and that's due to the fact that we're killing the wrong bugs apparently with them. So I'll look into it and see what's the best kind of traps. But I really like the idea of the electric ones, because it would be funny to hang it up somewhere so that you guys could see it pop whenever a mosquito flies into it. It would be so funny. Oh well. I'm getting chased by every mob in Minecraft. Let me sleep. I think that's probably a good idea. I was getting really into the bug research. I guess alternatively, I wouldn't have to put the mosquito bug killer inside. I could have put it outside. That's an option too. Put it outside so that it covers the inside by proxy. I don't know. I like the idea of it being inside though. I think it's silly. Kind of crazy. I'm going the wrong way. I'm so used to working up there. Now I'm confused when I'm working down here. We got to do the river. That's like our next big project, I think. After we finish this area, it's probably river time. Per pillagers and a drought, I need help. I can TP over. Where are you at? Around about, or do you want me to just TPA? Let's do this. gonna quickly place some leaves while I wait. I'm fine now. Okay, good. That's good. As long as you're able to live. Okay. We got that branch. Put one there. And we can do a couple there. Boop. Okay. I am realizing this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. How many more layers do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 more layers. Okay. That's fine. We can work with that. I think. I hope. I don't know if we'll be able to do it all today. Like I was initially thinking I would probably do. There's just a little too much here for me. I'm trying to think if there'd be an easy way for me to keep doing the leaves. I could have other people come and do this, technically. And I could also do it off stream, like I've been doing the other trees. But I'd hate to take on another project for off stream, considering I'm struggling to keep up with the current ones. I don't know. I'll think about it. Oh no! If you need help getting back to your stuff, let me know where you died and I can probably help. It should tell you the coordinates in chat. And I can probably check DMs quickly. Okay. Oh, I'm way back when we were doing this the AI covers. Okay. That's funny. That's funny stuff too. I have been very careful about that. It's not easy, but I've been very careful about that. Boop. Trying to think. Most of these aren't connected, so it's making it like a pain in the butt in order to attach somewhere. It's gonna be a mess to put the bottoms of these together. Okay, I see the cords, yeah. Here's your hydrate. Let me go and posture check myself there. And I'm assuming that's probably from Bonsai Grove, just judging from the coordinates alone. Okay. So 1, 7 would be that way. 2, 6, 8, 9, 2 would be this way. Okay. It's in a cave? Okay, I gotcha. I think I'm close. Probably somewhere down here. It was 49. Or 59, rather. Hang on. I need to take a second and look at my chords. Okay, I'm at 2-6. Oh, I'm one number off. Okay, 9-2 right here. Oh, I see it. Slash GPA here. Ash. I don't have any torches to lay down. Okay, that should have you covered though, hopefully. Do you need more potatoes by chance? Because I've got plenty of them. Here, have some more potatoes. I like potatoes. Okay. Fun fact. Fun fact. When I was a young boy, I, for some reason, hated potatoes. I would only eat mashed potatoes. That's the only form of potato I'd eat. I guess I would also eat French fries, but and potato chips, but I would not eat like baked potato. I wouldn't eat fried potatoes. I wouldn't. I just didn't like potato for some reason. And that was like my biggest regret in life, honestly, because baked potatoes and fried potatoes are amazing. I don't know what I was on about, man. Hash browns as well. I used to not like hash browns, but I love hash browns now. Hello, Maddie. And some bush. No, I don't use easy place. It's just personal preference. I don't personally like it, but I don't mind if other people usually use it. I don't think we allow it on the server. However, I'm debating whether or not we'll allow it or not. I gotta look over some other SMPs that I'm aware of and kind of see what their take is on it. Young boy, I know. When I was a young boy, I don't know why I'm doing that version, but I am. My father took me into the city. I'll get there myself this time, if you're sure. Oh, okay. Give it a second, server will be back up. The proxy dies, that's the problem. It's just the proxy, it's not the actual server. Okay. I guess I will go back home. Slash back? Yeah, it'll take me. Okay, sweet. I need to refresh the schematic. There we go. Okay. Did you finish the sculpt cave? Yes, I did. Let me go show you. It's over here. I did. It's not perfect by any means, but I told myself next stream, or I told myself last stream that was the final stream I was gonna work on it, no matter what, because it's been dragging on and on and on. So this is what it turned out as. I think it turned out okay. So we added that up there, up at the top, which gave it a little more light, showing where the veins are going, and I didn't add more of those like I wanted. But I think it turned out okay. Mostly. Do you have a version on server? Yep. Yes, I do. The server's on 1.21.5. It says 1.21.4 everywhere that it advertises it, but it is on the newest version. See you later, Ash. Thanks for popping in. It was good seeing you. But yeah, this is what the sculpt cave ended up turning out like, and I think it turned out okay. It's not perfect, but You know, it's mine. It's my build. And I guess I also did some stuff up here. So I have a couple of soul torches. I thinned out the sculk as we got closer to the end a little bit. And then lit up the pathway here. Yes, I do have via version on the server bush. And then over here, of course, I also have the pathway leading to the cave, which was new. I do need to add torches to the pathway out here. So that'll probably be our next step out this way. But yeah, I use via version and I use via backwards. Or via backwards, via version, via backwards. I think it's via backwards, or is it rewind? I can't remember which one is which. I think it's backward, because rewind is for pre 1.9, I want to say. There's two versions, and you need both if you're doing like all the way back. Rewind is for pre 1.9, okay. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. But yeah, I do use backwards and version. And I mean, it works pretty good. I probably need to update them again. I'm sure they have updates.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it, dude. We don't have... Oh, we do, okay, I'm just blind. I was gonna say, we don't have our follower goal on screen, why not? I'm just blind. We're getting actually close to, like, planning the 12-hour stream. I told myself I wasn't gonna plan it until I'm 100 followers away, and so we're getting close. Pointless! How's it going, dude? It's good to see ya. I need to sleep. Let me go sleep. Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just chilling, we're building some things. I've been having a good day. I've been really busy today. I've been running back and forth, and I drove a lot. I drove for probably 2 hours in all honesty, because I'm trying to think. I drove 15 minutes to the wrong Chick-fil-A. We couldn't eat there. Drove another 15 minutes, probably 20 minutes really, to the right Chick-fil-A. And before that, I had already driven 45 minutes to the chiropractor. So that's an hour right there. Then I had to drive back. I'm going the wrong way. I drove 20 minutes to get to my brother's haircut. And then we drove home. But then I realized I had to do something else, so we had to drive back 20 minutes. It was almost 2 hours of driving today. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it. I don't mind driving. I actually do like it. But it's been a while. It's been a while since I've driven very long. I drove once in... Was it Ohio? I crossed a couple of state lines, I think. It was fun. I drove for a while there. That was fun. That was really fun. I don't usually tell people how fast I was going for legal reasons, but I did go pretty fast. I can say that much. There was nobody else on the road, really. It was just me and a couple of semis, and I was like, you know what? Why shouldn't I just go a little fast? Which is not good, okay, guys? Don't go fast. Don't speed. It's bad. My mom was with me in the car, okay? I can say that. She doesn't know how fast I was going. She didn't know that I was as fast as I was. Now I'm wondering, okay, I will say it was mostly remaining in the double digits. There were times where it may or may not have been out of the double digits. Now that could also, just for legal purposes, mean that it stayed in single digits at certain times. That's all I'm gonna say. Hello, lol, it's, wait, hang on. Lol bits. Can I call you Bits? Is that okay? I don't know if that's your name. I could be completely misreading your name. But welcome on in. It's good to see you. Sure. All right. Bits it is. I can remember that. That's my nickname. Okay, sweet. I gotcha. It's in my head now. I will probably forget, but we're gonna pretend I won't. I'm really good at forgetting things. Dang, you know, I remember one time where the character Uncle Si from the hit show Duck Dynasty said the speed limit is just a suggestion. And I'm not saying I subscribe to that. I'm not. Because I don't. But, hypothetically. Also, welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going, Zooted? Welcome on in. Thank you for bringing your crew. Let me get you some shout-outs here. If you guys haven't already, be sure to check out Zooted's channel. They were last playing some Minecraft, and I know they play Minecraft somewhat often over there. Amongst some other games as well. So how was your stream, dude? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. What's up, brother? Making a good old survival realm world inspired by yours. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me know. Sorry, my words started coming out before I knew what I was gonna say. Man, words are hard today. That's really cool, dude. Minecraft worlds are so fun. I've been playing on this one for 2 years and a couple of months, and it's just been so fun. And I kind of regret that it's going to end at some point, but I'm hoping that we can get to a point with King SMP that we can make a forever SMP where it's just me and the viewers forever. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but it's in my big dreams list, you know? I think a forever world would be cool. It's complicated on console, but I'm trying. The only issue I have at the moment is none of my friends can join right now before it's a realm because of the add-ons. Oh, I see. Yeah, that can make it a little difficult. But you'll figure it out. I believe in you. It'll just take a lot. It will take a lot of research, but you'll get there. This server here I'm running, I didn't know the first thing about getting it all set up, but I started, and that's the single most important step you can do in anything, is starting, because that determines where you're going. If you don't start, you can't go anywhere. And so I believe in you, dude. You're gonna figure it all out. That's menacing. You know, just a little. I'm more than likely just gonna turn it into a realm tomorrow to have some help. It's a good idea. Realms are cool. I've never done a realm before. My brother-in-law, he bought a realm for myself and my brother to play on for a little bit. And we just built things in creative for fun. That was a good time, but I had no clue how to run a realm at the time, so... And like I said, he's the one that bought it, so he did a lot of the management. They built some really cool things. Where are you? I am not in an easy to get to location. I'm near /spawn. That's probably the closest you'll be able to find me, but there's my coordinates on screen. Although you're on YouTube, so you won't be able to see them. -650 and 128. And you'll be right on my base. Hello, Chimera. Welcome on in. Also, ads are going to be starting on Twitch side. If you guys want to, you can do !YT and chat. It will give you a YouTube link, and you can avoid Twitch ads that way. I did a realm instead of a server because I don't know anything about servers. That's so fair. It's not a bad idea to get started with a realm just because it's a little more simple. And then, you know, afterwards you can always jump in and try other things, but doesn't hurt to start simple, that's for sure. Bro, can you point where I can build? You can usually build just about anywhere. In my area, there's nowhere to build because I've claimed it all. That's because I'm actually utilizing a lot of my land. But with the outposts, that's why we have them actually, so you can get out to places that haven't been claimed already. With how old our world is, we had to have the outposts in order for people to spread out a little bit. So I would recommend going to one of the outposts probably, and then running from there and just finding a spot. It also depends on what you're trying to build. If you're looking for a certain biome or anything like that, then it's a little more tricky, but you can find just about anything in our world. I'll watch the ads to get you that money. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Twitch ad revenue is interesting. It's gone up, but it's also gone down in very recent times. My ad revenue panels, I've been looking at them. Not because I like care how much I'm making off of ad revenue, because I don't. I'm not a huge fan of ads, in all honesty. But I wanted to know. And so I looked, and I made almost $1 on one of my streams from ads. And I'm like, that's not bad, considering I'm not like a big streamer or anything. But it's like, I don't know, I wish I had an option to just not give you guys ads. It sucks. There's all those leaves here, and I just can't find a place where it actually connects up. I might have to do what I was doing in the other spots. That's okay. Yeah, we'll do one right here. Boop. Oh, that one is connected. What? Okay. You know, I don't remember where it was, and it really probably doesn't matter. I'm just trying to keep the texture. That's all I want. I want it to look somewhat similar to the original idea. Okay. This one's got a bunch of diagonals on it. Don't really feel like messing with it. Let's, oh, W ads for real, Hey. I don't mind watching ads for my creators. That's the interesting thing. I've realized, like, creators themselves hate ads, but we don't mind watching ads for people that we watch. And I don't know where that comes from exactly. It's a very interesting thing though. I guess it's just our way of going, yeah, I want to show you support. But it's like, it's really interesting. That's all. Okay. Oh, why am I doing? I don't need back. I need one more layer. Okay. I've been thinking, it's been a while since we've done a guitar stream. I have not played guitar on stream in a very long time. I don't know when next time will be. Probably next 24 hour, or not 24-hour stream. God, no 24-hour streams. My next 12-hour stream, I'll probably do one. But I don't know. We'll see. Watching ads for smaller creators is always helpful in my opinion. Everyone who sits through the ads makes you money. That's true. It's just one of those things that makes so little money. For me anyway, that I'd rather you guys just be able to watch and enjoy. But I also get it, you know. Twitch needs ads in order to sustain their platform. It's really expensive to run video servers and live stream servers. So they gotta make money. And they pass on a little bit of those earnings to creators. I mean, if they're gonna play ads, I'd rather creators get a cut of that. So I'm glad they do. It's just, it's very sad how many ads have to run. Does subbing or ads make more? I actually get more money from subs. Because generally speaking here, I can pull it up. Unless you're just watching me 24/7, subs will make, like, so much more. So I get, on average, let me go to earnings. Let's just say okay. I have 3 minutes and 38 seconds of ad time per hour. So, last month I've had 3 hours and 3 minutes of ad. Now, in the last month, I have made $7.50 off of ads. So, $7.50 divided by 3 hours is $2.50. I get $2.50 per ad, or per hour of ads. Now, I also have an average of 4.5 viewers during each of those hours. So 4.5. Wait, I messed that up. It was 2.5 divided by 4.5. So each person that watches an ad, if they watched every single part of my stream, all 4.5 people did, they'd be making me about 56 cents per month. Now that's considerable, especially if you stack that up over a year, or you stack that up over, if you stack that up on, like, just with more viewers, like, you compound that. And you go, okay, so instead of 4.5 viewers, what if we got that doubled and we went to 9 viewers? Well, then you're making double the ad revenue. But a sub, I get half of it. So a sub is $6 now, 6 USD. I don't know what that is in Canadian or any of the European currencies, or just any currency for that matter. I don't know them. But it's 6 USD, $5.99. So I get $3 off that. So I get more off of a sub than I do ads, especially with Twitch Prime subs. Prime subs are worth so much to me because you guys spend nothing. You guys spend $0 and I get 3. So I just steal money from Twitch with that. People always call it the Bezos money. You're stealing money from Jeff Bezos if you do it. So that's my preferred donation method is Twitch Prime, because you guys get it for free and I get a little cut from it, and you guys get a reward because you get no ads. So it's like win-win there. I've started seeing people put their Cash App / PayPal as a timer on Stream Elements, saying that instead of spending bits, send your Cash App PayPal so you get 100% profit instead of like 50%. Yeah, bits, it's interesting. Bits is like 1 cent to 1 bit, so 100 bits is $1. But they upcharge you at checkout, so it's like I actually don't know off the top of my head how much a bit costs. So bits, it has, what is that? What's the percentage rate there? So from 500 to 700 would basically be the difference there. Percentage calculator. 500, 700. So they're doing about a 40% increase, I think, on bits, which is pretty considerable. But once you get into like the big bit discounts, it's actually somewhat worth it, and you do get a badge, which I guess is nice. But yeah, Twitch takes their cut before you take checkout. If you wanted to send, if you were wanting to give your favorite creator $500 or $300, let's say, giving them 25,000 bits is not $300. It's a lot of money, it is, but it's not gonna be $300. You'd be better off, like Zooted said, you'd be better off going to Cash App or PayPal and giving there. It's really interesting. I don't mind however people want to donate to me, but if it's about, wanting to support, there are a lot of better platforms than giving through Twitch. But if that's their preferred place and that's where they feel the most comfortable with spending their money, then that's a-okay with me. Higher in Canada, that's what my clan leader is from. Okay. Canadian money is worth less than US money. I knew it was going to be a little more. I just wasn't sure how much more. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably closer to 10. If I had to guess, 10 Canadian, but I don't know that to be certain. I mean, donos are 100%. That's true. Donos are 100. Well, they generally speaking are. PayPal does take a fee. So I will say this. If you are giving somebody $1, do not give it through PayPal. PayPal eats up your dollars like it's nothing. When one time somebody donated me $1 on PayPal, and I got 46 cents. That's all I got from it. And I was a little appalled. They took over 50% of that, but it's because of a transaction fee, which is like a certain amount. And then they also do take a percentage, but it's a very small percentage usually. But they take that percentage before they take your transaction fee. So I just like lost most of that dollar, but it was whatever, you know. I'm glad somebody thought of me, even if I didn't get the full dollar. So I you know, I don't mind. It was funny to me though. But yeah, if you're giving like big bucks, like let's say even 20, 20 is pretty considerable. That's better off through PayPal because PayPal takes less of a cut than what Twitch would on that. Hey Zen, welcome on in on the Twitch side. How's it going, dude? Absolute cinema. I love that meme. I love the absolute cinema meme. It's $8? Okay. That's not awful. It's still not great, but that's not awful. To finish chopping these out. Are there any villagers left? Like in the world? Yeah. I have a lot of villagers myself, but there's plenty of villages spread out. It's just kind of hard to find them sometimes. I don't know when I'll do it next, but I need to go through and prune a bunch of the old chunks. I don't know when that will happen, but I need to. That way we can get some new world gen a little closer to home. We'll see. It'll happen eventually. Okay. Have you heard of a Minecraft coder by the in-game name for real? I don't think so. I may have, but I don't know off the top of my head. Let me now go to your location to find a place to stay. I mean, build. Alright, sounds good, dude. Hope you find the place you're looking for. And boop. Thank you. What time is it? Almost 9:30, okay. Trying to keep an eye on my clock. I've been trying to go to bed at decent hours. That way I have more energy in the mornings to try to get a little extra work done. And also because I keep thinking this is like some secret, but I forget I've kind of talked about it already. When I get my job, which is probably going to be soon, if things are going to be the way they're being communicated to me, I will have a job soon. I need to be able to be up and ready for that earlier in the morning than when I'm usually ready. So we'll see how any of that goes, but gotta wake up early. That's the big thing, and I can only do that if I go to sleep a little earlier. Last night I actually slept pretty decently. I don't know, I've actually been, I think I talked about this for a second, but I didn't talk about it very deeply. I've been very stressed lately, and I'm, you know, there's a slew of reasons there, but you can only, you know, make do with what you got. So, okay, that's fine. But I guess it's been so bad to the point where, like, one of my eyes are a little bloodshot. Okay, that's cool. And then, I found out apparently I am clenching my jaw throughout the night because of this. And it has caused, like, really bad pain in my gums because it's a lot of pressure to be sustained all night long. So I've got to figure out that. But I found a nicer way to sleep a little bit, which has helped me get more energy, which has helped reduce stress. So I'm hoping tonight I can just kind of repeat that, and maybe we can fix the problem. I don't know. We'll find out. Why does it say flying is not enabled? Oh, are you having that issue? Hang on. /TP offline underscore the great Zenitsu. So you're right here. /TP offline or TPO here. And then I need to do underscore the great Zen. It's our what? What do you mean no? Okay. Next time you log on, I will TP you here. It's a glitch with Bedrock Edition. And our anti-cheat is flagging you as flying when you're up in the air because it kicked you while you were running and jumping or something. So if I just TP you here, it should fix it. I do the same thing at night. Yeah, it's not good. From what I've been able to read, so I've been trying to fix it the best I can. We'll see. Oop. Okay, that should fix it. You should be good now. Because Bedrock, it takes longer for you to actually get into the world, so you don't actually start falling until you're fully loaded, but the server thinks you're trying to fly because you're sending packets saying that you're in the air. So now you're good. Now you're here. Welcome on in. But yeah, that's the technical reason, I guess. It sucks, but it's something we kind of live with. It's an easy fix, thankfully. And it's kind of rare that it happens. It does happen on occasion, but it's a little rare. If you've ever seen the YouTuber Gabe Dalla, For Real One is one of his friends, I think. He's working on a world right now too. No Minecraft codes, just codes he made. Oh, I don't believe I've heard of either of them, but I'll have to check them out. I'm always interested in seeing what people are doing on Minecraft because I think I should sleep. I hear a phantom. I'm always interested in seeing what people are up to in Minecraft, and sometimes it gives me ideas. Ideas are good. Ideas are really, really good. I watch too much Minecraft on YouTube. No such thing. If you ever have time and you're wanting to find like a really good Minecraft series, I highly, highly, highly recommend Skyblock Kingdoms. It's not my series, but I know some people who are in it, and it's really entertaining. A lot of good story there. They do stories and they just play Skyblock, but it turned out very well. And their next season is going to be starting at some point. I actually don't know when, but I know it's going to be starting soonish because they keep saying it's going to be soon. They keep talking about it, so it's got to be soon. But watch Donnie Bobes. Oh, Donnie! Donnie! Yes! I remember Donnie. His Catching Hacker series was one of my favorites. I think I actually am in a Discord server with Donnie Bobes, or he was at least in that server at one point in time. You guys, some of you will know whose server it is. Kitrix Live. Johnny Bobes joined her Discord server once, which was really cool. I don't know if he's still in there. I think he is.
Hello there.
Hey, thank you for the follows in. Much appreciated. It's really weird, thinking back to all the people I used to watch on YouTube. I used to watch a lot of YouTube. Like, that was... I didn't watch TV. We didn't have, like, cable in my house for a while. And we still don't now. But we've moved on to, like, streaming services and such. But back in the day, we had antenna. And antenna, you know, you'd only get local stations. So you'd get your news, you'd get maybe a couple of entertainment channels, but there weren't very many. You'd get NBC and CBS, and if you pointed it the other direction, maybe you'd get ABC, you know. You didn't get very many channels, though. And so I wanted to watch what I wanted to watch, so I got into the world of YouTube and I watched a ton. Like, I was watching Hermitcraft all the time. I was watching Unspeakable Gaming for a while. I used to watch a lot of random stuff too. The King of Random. I don't know if you guys ever watched The King of Random, but I used to watch him back when it was Grant Thompson. And he taught me how to melt down metals in my backyard. Not that I ever did it, but it was cool that I know how. I still know how. I remember it to this day. I used to watch a lot of game theory and film theory and Star Wars theory for a while there. I watched a lot, man. I can't remember everybody's names. I remember when 5 Minute Crafts was like the biggest hang on. Give me 1 second. I gotta read something, but I give me 1 second. 5 Minute Crafts, yeah, 5 Minute Crafts. I would say like the new 5 Minute Crafts is probably psyched to go. I feel like they reuse a lot of their content, and it's and they're probably just as wide ranged as 5 Minute Crafts in my opinion. Okay, okay. Yep. Okay. Server should be back up, by the way, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm flying. Okay. /fly? Don't know what that was about. Okay. Wait, do I not have leaves? Did I run out of leaves? I ran out of leaves. Me TV. Oh, boy. I can't talk about that one. That, for legal reasons, I can't say what I want to say, but there were some things, there were some things when we were kids that we would do in order to get certain TV. I can only say so much. That was really ominous, but I think you guys know the thing I'm talking about. You know, Yarg or something like that. I think I think that's enough to say it without saying it, but not that I do that anymore, because that's bad. Stealing is bad, guys. Not that I ever did steal. But if I did, I don't do it anymore, because that would be wrong. Okay. We're just gonna pretend I didn't say any of that. We're gonna play some more stuff. Boop. And I also need to go over here. Okay. Kit mention. I miss Kit streams, man. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I miss those streams. I know she's busy. She's really, really busy with everything. But her streams are the best. I don't know when she's coming back. I don't. But I am hyped for when she does. I feel lost without my modding. Like, that's the other thing. I don't mod for very many people. Not actively. I just picked up another modding position lately with Elfie, King Elfie. King Elfie's awesome. He's really cool. But you know, I haven't had much time to do modding over there, and he's also usually streaming around the same time I am, so I'm there for a little bit, not for a long time though. But I like modding. It makes me feel like I'm at least contributing back to people in some way. Even if they're not watching my stream, I'm participating in the Twitch greater community, you know? It's one way I can help the platform be a little less toxic. I do like moderating though, it's fun. And I like, this has been one weird thing about me modding and such, is I've actually allowed myself to become fans of people while still being a friend of theirs, but being a fan, you know, I've never let myself actually experience that because I've always been busy with, you know, I've never been able to watch people consistently. And so it's really cool being able to actually, like, become a fan of somebody and still be friends with them. Like, I think we put a bad reputation on a fan. There's nothing wrong with being a fan. It's when you're a stan that things become an issue, but we can work that out later. But being a fan is cool, and I am all for being the biggest fan of my friends. Like, I know some deep lore on some of my friends because I've done research. Like, I've dug up things. Not non-public things. Let me be clear. I'm not like stalking them or anything. Some of them I have. Some of them I have due to the fact that they were being careless with their online information, so I showed them that I can. But, you know, I do like going and digging up information and going, okay. You know, from their first video, they said this. And then in this next video, they said this. I think you guys can hear that. There they go. Okay, I was gonna say, it should be quiet hours, but, I guess he just was a little late on that. King, I have an important question. You have an important question. I might be able to answer it. do you consider yourself a Swiftie a fan or a stan? I think there's a range of Swifties. I would consider myself a Swiftie, but I would not consider myself a stan. However, I would consider myself a fan. But there are Swifties who are stans and would say, like, they're very parasocial. And there are some who I think put unfair expectations on her as a person. Not so much to the effect that they're mad at her when she doesn't meet those expectations, but to them, she will meet those expectations regardless of it. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm trying to think of something that's not true that that people would say about her that they believe is true. You know, I think there's a certain form of toxicity that comes with being a fan, and there's nothing wrong with being a fan. Some of them I have said the most joyous tone I've heard in a minute. I would say general Swifties are fans. There's nothing wrong with that, but there are some Swifties who are stans, and that's dangerous. The ones who stalk her and try to find her flight paths and who like know her home address and who actively think about who she's dating all the time, it's a little concerning. It's a little concerning. Like, don't get me wrong. It's okay to... well, okay, not all those things, but for example, like, it's cool to be informed, okay? Like, okay, yeah, it's good to know that I don't know if she's still dating Travis Kelce or not, and I don't necessarily care. I'm happy for her if she is. If not, good for them. You know, they found out it doesn't work or whatever. But, you know, I genuinely could care less what celebrity is dating who, you know? And I think that generally should be the case for everybody. Even your friends, you know, like, obviously you want somebody that's good for them. So that's where, you know, like, if you believe they're in a toxic relationship, you step in, but that's not for you to do with celebrities when you don't know them. Being informed is okay. It's kind of like, you know, being informed about the royal family. I think some people take it way too far with the things they know about the royal family and the amount of theorizing that goes on about their lives. It's gotta be uncomfortable to be a royal family member because of all the speculation about your life that's going on. But I mean, I'll say this. I've had people speculate about my life. I've had a lot of that, and I'm not even famous. Like, I'm a small guy on the platform, in all honesty. I'm just I'm not even 1.5 thousand followers. I say not even. That's a lot of people. That is. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of people. But it's too small for people to be speculating about my private life. Like, that's crazy. And I don't necessarily know what to do with some of that. Thankfully, the situation has been taken care of, at least to the extent it can be. But it's wild. It's wild the things people do, especially even like people that you consider friends. Some of them will speculate too, and it's crazy. I think that's the closest I've been to addressing that situation on stream ever. That's not something we usually talk about. Not because it's bad, but because it's drama, and we try not to talk about it. We really do. I am tempted to talk about it one day in the future, but it's probably gonna be a little bit before we can, in all honesty. I just want to make sure we're all good on this front. Thank you for the lurk, Looney, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay. That was all on this layer. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I had all those. I need more bone meal. I should probably go get some bone meal really quick, but I'm gonna first place all the leaves I have in my inventory, even though it's not much. A little bit. None of that's touching. That's fine. That's okay. Right here. I'm trying to think if I've learned any cool, impressive things on guitar lately. Because I'm trying to think up in my mind now. Because I'm realizing we're getting a little close to the 12-hour stream. Which I have no clue when that's going to happen. When we do hit 1.5K. I just know it will. Because job stuff. Yay. But when we do, follow KingRegNog, I appreciate that. Thank you very much then. When we do hit it, we'll do a 12-hour stream. I just gotta decide like what we're doing on it, and now I'm thinking like, okay, what do I want to do in my 12-hour stream? And I know I want to do a little bit of guitar stuff because it's been a while and it would be fun. But I don't know what songs to play. That's always the issue. I never know what songs to play, but I don't know. It's gonna have to be some fun stuff though. I'm trying to think. I know a lot of different things. So I mean we could probably play just about anything. Let me use more bone meal from up here. I think I've got some more up here anyway. I'm gonna just check all my shulkers for bone meal and try to clear it out. I want to get my storage under control, and some of that is about using up the items you have. Eat. Okay. Stone, 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 or not stone. Okay. I think I already took my bone meal from over here. I think there was some. There are bones there. We'll take those. Okay. Drop those. I'm gonna check over here as well. Okay. Boop. We'll take bones and we'll take bone meal. What else we got? Okay. Also, I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I see it on my channel. I see it on a couple of other people's channels, but I don't know who all has access to it. There's this new leaderboard on Twitch. For clips. And it runs off the same leaderboard for bits and for subs, and it's for your clips. And so I was looking at it, and it only does like if I'm doing all time, then it's only going to show all time clips. So whatever has the most views, which I would kind of like to change it to either month or of the week, because I'd like to encourage people to clip things more often, but also I'd really like it if you know, it was showing some fresh clips up there. That way people could actually see clips that are more up to date. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll do that or not, because it would have to mean I'd change everything over. But I do like the leaderboard. I think it's cool. I think encouraging people to clip more and rewarding people who make good clips is a great thing. I'd really like it if Twitch would add a feature to give your viewers who clip things a badge. So the more things they clip, the higher level their badge gets. But you'd have to find a way to make sure that it's not being abused. So it's got to be like one clip from each stream kind of deal, maybe. But even then, that could easily be abused. Oh wait, I need a bone meal, right. Hey, Flames, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. How's it going? Also, how's your chickens? I know you've been posting pictures in Discord every once in a while. They're kind of adorable. Going good? Glad to hear. Glad to hear. We're just chilling right now on the SMP. Working on building some... Well, I say some. Just one tree. One really, really tall tree. The chickens are very well W. I've gotta ask... Because I've been curious, but I didn't know how to phrase it through text. So I'm gonna ask verbally. Are these chickens your pets? Are they egg-laying chickens and you're just gonna eat their eggs? Are they today's pet, tomorrow's dinner kind of deal? I'm curious. I'm really curious. No judgment either way. I'm I couldn't contain my curiosity, you know? All girls meant for eggs, not meat. Gotcha, okay. That's what I figured, but wasn't 100% sure. When you said in Discord that they were all girls, that's what made me mostly think that it was probably eggs, but... Rooster are a pain, I bet. Chickens alone are scary. I'm not scared of chickens, but as a kid... You guys are getting some deep trauma here. As a kid, I was chased by a couple of chickens once. They're very territorial. At least around little kids who are like 7 years old. I can imagine roosters are even worse, though. Boop. Very much so, yeah. Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and finish chopping this down. I think this will be our last batch of wood and leaves for the night. Just because I've got some things I gotta do tonight, and we've been going for about 3 hours. I love streaming, I really do, but it's getting harder and harder and harder to do the long streams like I'd like to. Time is very short, my friends. Boop. I used to have ducks and chickens, and my girls were constantly beefing with the ducks. Oh, ducks! Ducks are adorable. I would love to have a pet duck. You remember me? Yeah, dude. Absolutely, Vibe. You used to play on my SMP back on Bedrock. You had... Were you the You had the... Was it the Walter White van? Like, you... Was it the Walter White van? For some reason I want to say you had the van, or maybe you didn't have the van, but you had the mob farm over by the van. I think somebody else put the van there instead. But I do remember you. I do remember you. I tried to autofish. Yeah, yeah. Man. I remember you. I do. Yes. How's it going? It's good to see you, dude. I want a duck so bad. Ducks are cool. They're really, really cool. I don't think I could ever get one because like I said, many times, I don't think I'll ever get a pet probably for a very long time. Just, it's a big commitment. And I am looking for a different commitment first. Once I have a wife, then we can talk about pets. But I don't want to get a pet and then that be an issue later down the road, you know? That, and also I need my freedom. My freedom, please. That's awesome. It's been a while. Yeah, dude. How's stream been, bro? It's been good. It's been good. We've had ups and downs and all sorts of turnarounds, but, you know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Oh, it's chair stream W. You know, we've definitely had our fair share of troubles, but, you know, I've had some good times with it, that's for sure. And I'm excited to keep going. Every day I'm streaming, I just feel like I understand it a little bit better, which is so weird because I think I stagnated for a while when I was streaming way back at the beginning. I thought I understood it all and stopped learning, and now I'm like, I only want to learn more. It feels good. I'm gonna get my hands dirty and streaming now. W, dude. Let's go. I'm glad to hear it. Streaming is so fun. It's really, really, really fun. Oh. I highly recommend anybody who hasn't tried streaming, give it a go. Even if you don't think you're gonna be good at it, it takes practice, but it is one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my entire life. I honestly can't imagine what I would do without streaming unless, like, a very, very, very specific set of circumstances. Wow. Words are hard. Unless a very specific set of circumstances happens. I have seen a little bit of what that would look like, and I'm not necessarily against that, but I enjoy streaming a lot. I want to do it for the rest of my life, in all honesty. I would have streamed in the past, but my PC was butt. Now I have a great PC and ready to play high-end games. Heck yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. PC upgrades are fun. I wanna start looking into what I'm doing for my next PC, because I'm getting a job soon. And that means I'm gonna be able to upgrade a lot of stream equipment. And so I'm debating what that will be. But I want to kind of create my dream sheet. I did it last year when I was looking for a job, but nothing really came out of my job search, unfortunately, even the things I applied to. So I kind of gave up for a little bit because stream was doing great. And I was like, you know, maybe it'll pop off, who knows. It didn't, but, you know, dreams, right? So I did enjoy that for a while, but I wanna get a job, and I'm hopefully, if this goes to plan, I will have one hopefully by next week. It's looking that way anyway. But if I have one, I can kind of get some upgrades, and I don't know what that'll be yet. Like I said, I think I want to do a microphone upgrade. I want to try to get a new mic, upgrade all my sound. I'm going to talk to some people about it. And upgrade my PC. I'm going to upgrade the Minecraft server a little bit as well if I can. I'd kind of like to see about maybe doing a local host server. So something that's hosted in-house. I need to talk to one of my friends about that because they do it. And I need to know how they do it, if it's safe, all those things. Because they only do it for their patrons. And I don't do Patreon. I want to host my server for everybody, so it may be better that I just host it with a different host, but it'll be alright. I want to make sure I'm all caught up. I'm going to start streaming on here once I can change my user. I have really bad dyslexia and I spelled it wrong. Oh no. That's okay. It happens. It happens. I also have pretty bad dyslexia. It doesn't show itself often, but it does at the same time. When it rains, it pours kind of deal. And that's usually because it's really bad and I'm tired. And I'm tired kind of often now. But you'll occasionally catch me, and I'll argue sometimes to the death on what I read and what I said. I remember my brother one time, I was reading something, he corrected me. I was like, no, it's this. And he's like, no. Yes, it is. Like, no, read it again. I'm like, oh, crap. You should build a machine that is, every time you die, your stuff goes into a chest by hoppers. I mean, you can sort of do something like that with, if you fall and die in a certain place, but as far as I'm aware, there's no machine that collects your items when you die. When you die away from the hoppers. But that would be a cool idea, Grassman. Have a good stream, brother. I'll catch you later. Hopefully not a few years this time. Absolutely, dude. Thanks for popping in. It was good seeing you again. Hello, Ava. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Also, we're getting a little bit of lag. Let me sit still for a second. We're just gonna look at the tree. Look at the tree. Isn't it a beautiful tree? Okay, lag's good. We're fine. Yeah, we're almost. Well, we're not almost done. We've still got. How much more tree do we have? Big tree. Big tree. Okay. That's. I thought we were almost done. I'm not gonna lie. I really did. How much? How much? It says I'm missing that many, but I can't be missing that many when I've placed that. Like, I placed a lot. But it still says I'm missing a bunch. Like, I'm confused. The mod might be a little busted. That's okay. That is okay. I'm good at my grandma's right now. Nice. I don't know about you guys, but my grandparents spoil me. And, I mean, it depends on the grandparents. Some of them, they would, you know, they'd spoil me a little, but not a ton. Some of them, they'll go out, they'll buy donuts, they'll buy, a bunch of popcorn, and ice cream, chocolate milk. My grandmother, one of them, she used to bake whenever we'd come over. And she was one of the best bakers in the whole world. I know so because I tasted what she made and it was good. She was a really, really good cook though. Cookies. My dad makes good cookies though. I don't think anyone will ever be able to make better cookies than my dad. Man, I'm nostalgic now. I'm going back through all those memories, man. My grandparents buy me ice cream in exchange for helping them with farm work. That's awesome. That's gonna be cool. You could actually, I mean, this probably doesn't matter right now, but you'll actually be able to put that on your job resumes as well as like some working experience. You've helped with farm work before. I don't know if you want to work on a farm or not, but being able to say like, oh yeah, I lift heavy things, or I'm used to sticking to a strict schedule and things like that, that helps transfer some skills over. Even working in a place like, I don't know, you don't need a resume for Walmart usually, but you know, if you wanted to work at Walmart, that's an easy place that I think everybody has. A lot of your job skills can transfer over, I guess, which is cool. I kind of think it would be fun to own a farm, but I also play Stardew Valley, so my idea of owning a farm is very skewed. But I think it'd be fun to have a farm. I don't know. I really do. I'm kind of thinking if I okay, hear me out, guys. Here's the plan. I get famous, I get rich, and then I disappear from the face of the earth and buy myself a ranch, and then I live on the ranch, and we farm things there. I don't want to do that. That'd be funny though. So good. How's their southern accent? It's pretty darn good, brother. Pretty darn good. I want to be a graphic designer. Oh boy, now it's stuck. Crap. I want to be a graphic designer or a therapist or an artist in general. I think all those paths sound pretty good. I know you're a pretty good artist though. I've seen some of your art. It's been pretty good. I do think you're a good artist, and I think you do have the skills to make that. I don't know if you've started it already or if you're interested in starting it yet, but setting up a Fiverr is like a really it's slow at first, but after you get a couple of commissions, it starts rolling in, and you can, if you can get people to rate your work to be a 5-star, it usually gets pretty good, and you can get a lot of commissions that way. But it gets very stressful doing that because sometimes they roll in too fast. But graphic design and art, that's cool. That's really cool stuff. I wish I had the patience to learn it. Therapist is an interesting one, and I've looked into that path. I just hate how much work that would be. It's the most boring 3 hours of my life. I believe it, Panda. I believe it. Did not sound all that appealing. being a therapist would be really, really cool. I have looked into it. I just can't deal with the schooling. I cannot. School sucks. I really wish I enjoyed it. I really wish I could find myself enjoying it, but I just can't. I'm trying everything in my power to avoid school, but the way life is shaping up right now, I might be going to school. There's a couple of things that require a degree, or a degree could be helpful for. I'm willing to suck it up for a couple of years if it helps me in the long run. We'll see. But I don't think I could suck it up and do it for being a therapist, but I'd be a good one, I think. I'm a good listener. I mean, I'm already my friends and family's therapist, and I've been told I'm really good at it. I'm right there with you, Ava. I'm right there with you. And do you enjoy it? I mean, with friends and family, it's a little different, but I know for me, at one point in time, it became too much. Because I felt like that was the only reason my friend talked to me at that point, was so I could be their therapist, and I didn't get to see any results out of that. It was just kind of a repetitive pattern that we couldn't get out of. And I was like, you need a real therapist. I can't help you, which made me sad. I told him I'd still listen to them vent and such, but I could not fix anything. But I know some people. I won't name names because you guys know some of them, but I talked to some people, and they're like, you're a really good therapist. I'm like, I just like listening to people, and I've lived enough life that I can help people not make the same mistakes I've made. I'm what most people would probably call a sensitive person to a certain degree, and so I'm very in tune with the fact of how other people can feel and how other people can interpret things. And so it's one of those small skill sets I have. Worth 100%. I do like helping people. Absolutely. Heck yeah, I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I think you should follow that career path, Ava. Whatever makes you happy. That's the big thing. I've been spending a lot of time lately trying to figure out what would make me happy. Okay. There's some talking right outside my door. We're just gonna talk a little louder, and maybe they'll move. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I'm sorry, I can't focus. Can I help you? Okay. What was I saying? I'm sorry, I got so lost. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Cause like I really like this. This is fun, and it's a form of entertainment. So I'd love to be somewhere in the entertainment business, but I don't know if I could do it. I want to try though, and I almost got a really good opportunity to. There was a filming location near me that I signed up to be an extra for, and they didn't call me back, but I really wish they did. Because I think that would have been so cool to be able to point at a movie and say, look, I'm in it. And I'm interested in game development, but I'm not interested in game development. I'm more so interested in making my game, so that's been fun. I sent my therapist to therapy, yeah. Just about. They had me on the ropes there for a while. Pretty sure I've already told you about how I've been sort of the therapist for some friends of mine. A lot of my IRL friends see me as goofy though, so a lot of them aren't coming to me for that. I've been told I'm good though. That's good. I think there's a fine balance between, you know, goofy and serious, and I try to find that balance if I can. Even like when I am just listening to somebody rant about their problems, I'll throw in some goofiness. I'll make a couple of jokes. You know, sometimes you gotta lighten the mood just a little for them. I mean, there is art therapy, which my mom says I should do. That combines two of your favorite things. That's really cool. I've never heard of art therapy really, but I'm assuming it's exactly as it sounds, and that'd be really cool. I have some experience with being a friend therapist. My clients are few, but they like me because I don't baby them or sugarcoat how I feel. That's good. I can be harsh at certain times if I need to be, but usually I can gently tell people what I think they should do. I think I'd really be a good financial advisor, but there's a lot of job training involved with that, and it's kind of expensive, and there's no guarantee you get the job afterwards, so it's kind of a gamble, and I don't like that. But I know a lot about finances and money. I'd probably be a good accountant again, but I don't want to go to school for that. I think I probably could though. I think do like a major in something I actually care about, do a minor in accounting. I think you can do that. I usually ask if they just want to vent or if they want my opinion on the matter, and that I won't lie to them if they want my opinion. That's good. Sometimes that is another thing. You do gotta consider if they even want your opinion. Most people, I think, do, but it is important to know. I have asked a couple of people, I was like, do you want me to tell you what I think you should do? Or do you just want to rant? Because it is an important question. It is a very important question. Okay. As much as I love being here with you all, I really do. That sounded sarcastic, but I do. I will probably have to start wrapping things up here because it's getting a little on the later side. Not super late, but you know, it's 10:15 here. I've got video I gotta record, and I need to sleep early tonight. Oh, I gotta work on my game. I forgot. I have a game that I'm working on. I gotta work on that. That's gonna be fun. I think I'll probably do some schooling for nursing since I'm currently a caregiver for my brother. That's my plan, at least. That would be really cool, Looney. That takes a special kind of person, but it sounds like you've already got it in you to do it. So that's awesome. With my family, I don't give them a choice. They need the advice, I give it to them. That's fair. I usually, if it's the person I already know, I give them the advice. If it's somebody I don't know super well, then I ask them. And usually it ends up being, I get to know them a lot during that conversation, and then I know I don't have to ask them anymore. It's hard not to laugh when people raise their eyebrows when I, in fact, did not lie about how I felt about the situation. That's fair. That's very fair. Oh, man. I can imagine the looks on some people's faces, because I know how you are. I know how you are, Admiral, and sometimes you say things that could be worded in a lot better of a way. But you say it the way you mean it, which is kind of nice. It is nice. It's a little rough sometimes, that's all. Just want to make sure they don't get mad, they just don't expect honesty, at least not that much. That's fair. And honesty is good. Honesty is good. Is it bad that I have no clue what career path I want? Nope. Nothing wrong with that at all. Flames, you are not alone. I can tell you that much because I have no clue. I'm 20 years old. I you know what I know? I know that I like what I'm doing here. And I would love to do it forever. And I know I like making my one game that I'm working on. But I don't know what that would look like for the rest of my life because I can't just work on my one game. Unless it does take off like I think it could. And maybe it does. Maybe it's like a Stardew Valley situation where it explodes and it allows me to develop full time. Maybe, you know, that's a possibility. But the truth is I don't know where I'm going. You know, I there's some things I like to do, but I hate school and I can't get through it. I just can't. So, you know, maybe it means that I'm doing a job that I don't love in order to do all the other things I do love, like streaming, like making my game. And maybe I don't even have to go get a degree for that. Maybe it means I work at a warehouse and I lift heavy boxes all day. And that pays me whatever it pays me, and it's enough to live off of. Maybe. Maybe it means I get married and my wife makes all the money. Maybe. That's a possibility. However, I would not sit at home and do this all day. Even though I would love to. I don't think that would probably be the appropriate thing. Probably would spend time raising the kids if we had kids. I would probably take care of the house a lot. Run errands. Make sure everything's taken care of. If I were staying at home all day. If I weren't working a job alongside her. I probably would be, though. Yeah, I think it's perfectly okay to not know. I didn't even have the slightest inkling for a long time, so I don't really have a set path. Literally, the only reason I know what I want to do is because someone else told me I'd be good at it. It's fair. That's really, really fair. I know some people who they pick out their careers just because they were slightly interested in it, and then they got a little deeper into it and said that's the one, and then they never looked at any other options. It's tough to make a decision when you've looked at everything and you can't decide, because that's where I'm at with a lot of things. Life is hard with this decision paralysis. You've got 50 things that you could do, and you got to shrink it down to just a couple, because you know, realistically, you don't have to pick only one thing. You can do 3, although it's really hard to do a lot of those, you know, going for triple degrees or picking a minor in one thing and a major in another. It can add a lot to your stress schedule if you're doing a lot for schooling. But there's nothing wrong with not knowing yet. I mean, I don't think you should rush yourself. I do think sitting down and just kind of thinking about things that you like to do now and seeing if there's a way that you can kind of explore some of those as possible jobs. For example, one thing I really enjoy is I enjoy video games. So I tried game development, and I don't love game development, but I love making a game I'm passionate about. So there's an option there. I love computers. There's a good chance I could get into IT. I just need to look into some degrees there and see what really works for me, but that's probably the degree I'm going to go for, is some sort of IT, some sort of degree that helps with IT. Because I love building computers. I love networking. That's really fun stuff for some reason. I don't know why, but it is fun. So, you know, that and bug fixing, chasing your own tail, trying to find the bug. It's so fun. I enjoy that. Even though it's maddening at times. It's so satisfying. That's just one thing, though. I enjoyed video games, and I found some of those other paths. I built my computer. That's how I found out I enjoyed IT in the hardware sense. Networking was more so from working on Minecraft servers and such. By the way, I never really got to tell you, in the distant future, me, Pi, and Sam are probably going to be roommates. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I never even met Sam if it weren't for you, bro. So that's insane. It's crazy to me the amount of friendships we've had formed in our community and formed just in general, you know? I've met a lot of people through Twitch, and because of that, some of them have come into our streams, and some of them have met other people. Like, I met Alias, for example, and we became friends. Well, some of the people from Alias's community came over here and started watching, and they became friends with other people in my community. Another example is Kit's community. We share a lot of common viewers, and they've become friends with people in my community. Coral and Swiftu, you guys are friends. Never would have happened had it not been for the fact that we just stumbled upon each other, It's crazy. It's really, really, really crazy how friendships occur. And Twitch is a great place to meet people. It's not like the platform I would recommend you go to meet people, but it's not hard. It's really not hard. It just kind of happens, You play Minecraft with somebody a couple of times and you start to get to know them. It's fun. Ah, man, yeah. Okay. I would love to keep talking and rambling and talking your guys' ears off, but I think I do need to wrap things up here, and we're gonna end with a raid. I'm thinking. Is this guy still streaming? No. Okay. Is this guy still streaming? Yes, he is. Okay. So Twitch, we're gonna be doing a raid. YouTube, I can't raid yet, but one day eventually I'd like to be able to have that ability. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. That's one way you can help me get closer to that goal, because I have to be YouTube partner or something like that to have redirects. So 1,000 subscribers gets me there, I guess, and 4,000 watch hours. But we can ignore that part. We'll ignore it. But if you join me on Twitch, you can hop in the raid and watch another channel. We're actually going to be raiding JMO, who is a really cool dude. If you like my content, you'll probably like his. He actually gives everything that he earns on his Twitch channel to charity, which is really, really cool. He's an awesome guy. So I'm going to say to YouTube first, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will hopefully see you next stream, probably tomorrow, if all goes to plan. I'm not going to be streaming Thursday and Friday like normal. Going to be away. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, Flames. What the heck, dude? 21 months. It's insane. It's insane. Thank you very much, though, dude. I appreciate you. But that's it for YouTube side. I, again, appreciate you guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, guys. Good night. Bye-bye. I don't know. Yep, there it is. Okay.